I am, not a supporter of Ronna, Romney. I'm not even going to call her McDaniel. Ronna, Romney, because that's who she is. She's not a McDaniel. She's a Romney. And I'd like to make it a point that Illinois GOP Chairman Don Tracy, Republican National Committeeman Richard Porter, and Republican National Committeewoman Demetra DeMonte in December very quietly endorsed Ronna for her re-election as RNC chair. I'm going to let Scott, because Scott's been in a lot of meetings, but I will close with this. And Scott will tell you, I was at an event as Scott's guest at an RNC meeting over the summer, and they revoked my credentials. And Scott was with me the whole time. I believe, and Scott does as well, but I can't speak. I don't want to speak for Scott. But I believe it's because I was defending Donald Trump, because a bunch of RNC staffers, they're all never Trumpers. They were dissing Trump. They were being disrespectful, and I was defending him. And Scott can tell you, as my witness, an RNC staffer walked up and revoked my privileges. Scott, your thoughts on Ronna?
Well, Mark, I think that incident that you brought up says it all. That was the RNC summer retreat. It was the end of June in Chicago, just days before the June 20th primary. And it's true. We were sitting at a table. You were my guest. I guess technically the credentials were supposed to be for my wife and I. But, things happened, and you filled the vacancy. And honestly, Mark, I didn't think it was a problem bringing you to the event, because I've been, attending those events for years, a contributor of the RNC, and we were in a bit of at our table, a bit of a heated discussion of Donald Trump, and next thing you know, you were tapped on the shoulder and asked to leave. So that's I always thought the 3 R's were reading, writing, and arithmetic, but apparently it's Ronna McDaniel, Ronna Romney. It's a mouthful, but yeah, I'm not a fan. And for so many of the reasons that we've written about why Illinois GOP Chair Don Tracy needs to go, she also, it's time for her to go.
I think that's a good headline for an article this week, inspired by John's question in McHenry County, that embattled Illinois GOP leaders endorse embattled RNC chairwoman Ronna Romney for re-election. But John and Scott has more insight in this than I do, because he's been very involved with the RNC over the last several years. But John, we'll close with this. The RNC are never Trumpers. Never Trumpers. And that's no secret. And in fact, Ronna Romney didn't want to talk about election fraud. Why? Because she said you can't raise money off of that.